guess that's me. I think there was supposed to be a slide there saying my name, but I'm Bill Brucker. I'm the Communications Director for Family Centers. I wanted to thank Ignite Stanford for having me here, and I also wanted to thank Abraham for being the other guy wearing a tie tonight, so I'm not the only one. Thank you for that. So bear with me while I can kind of vamp here a little bit, but I'm just kind of waiting for my things to kind of start up there. So, has anyone heard of Family Centers before? Well, you're going to hear more about it as soon as this thing gets going. So, all right. There we go. So, hey, I'm Bill Brucker, and I'm the Communications Director for Family Centers. And we will be talking about overcoming various obstacles in the community. And so, just before as the slides get going, I will tell you a little bit about Family Centers. We're a nonprofit human services organization in Lower Fairfield County, serving over 23,000 people every year, and providing a whole host of services from children all the way up to older adults. And what we do is we have 3 centers of excellence. We have 30 programs, and to make it easier for people in the community to kind of know what we do, we break them into 3 centers of excellence. And the great part about it is because we have so many programs, we really help people connect the dots to really get the services that they need to resolve the various obstacles in their lives. Our Bright Beginnings programs, this is all about the kids. So we have preschool programs, all the health centers in the Stanford Public Schools, counseling programs, services for teen mothers, a whole bunch of other services like that. Families in crisis, everybody knows that life can get messy at times, and these are the programs that address those issues, whether it's mental health counseling, helping people with HIV and AIDS services, family reunification programs, and other counseling programs. Now this is the area where I'm going to be talking about tonight. This is our Fostering Independence program. That's all about self-sufficiency, helping people to become more independent and have a more productive life in the community. And these are some of the programs that we have. So, it takes me to, what does self-sufficiency mean? It's one of these terms that's not really used all that often. You hear it kind of, touch and go from here to there. But I did you guys a service, and I actually looked it up in the dictionary. Here's the definition of self-sufficient. And this comes from Webster, so it's a credible service. Able to provide for oneself without the help of others, or being independent. So you hear that a lot when kids are growing up to be a little bit more self-sufficient. Well, we do it for kids, adults, and I'm going to talk a little bit more about the Family Self-Sufficiency Program. So what this is where we work specifically with people in public housing to identify self-sufficiency goals, help them achieve those goals, and give them the tools they need. So how do we do it? Like I said, we have a whole toolbox of services and programs, a great staff of folks that can really help people achieve these goals. So we have a whole bunch of services that people can get into and reach those goals when they need them. Here are some of the services that our Family Self-Sufficiency Service provides to people living in public housing. Education opportunities, job training and vocational counseling, financial planning, credit services, goal planning, help people get out of public housing so that they can own their own home at some point. And it even goes back to the basic things of reading, writing, and arithmetic. We help with literacy classes, resume writing, and we do basic needs things like transportation and helping folks get childcare for working parents. Very big stuff to enable to get people from point A to point B. A very cool part, in addition to all the services that I just mentioned, we have a very cool savings initiative. You might not know that in public housing, people's rent are tied to their income. So if they get an increase in their income, their rent goes up. So instead of having that go to the housing authority, we put it into an escrow account that people can use for any type of self-sufficiency related service. And you can see that we've had some really great success stories. That couple, or that family before, recently saved $25,000 to send their kid to college for the first time. So this is a human element story. This is Gustavo. He was a hard-working guy. The economy went south, lost his job, had nowhere to go. We helped him kind of elevate where he was, and now he's owning his own home. So why should the self-sufficiency of our community matter to you? You don't live in public housing. Maybe you do, maybe you don't. What does it matter to you if we're helping people become more self-sufficient? Quite simply, a self-sufficient community is a healthy community. If you think about it, it's quite simple. If people are able to fend for themselves and be more independent, we can allocate the money for public services to other types of services that benefit the entire community. So this is a really cool part. We decided to see how well our services address the needs of people living in public housing and needing of assistance. So we hooked up with a group of alumni from Harvard Business School, and we did an experiment. We took 50 random clients living on the west side of Stanford, put them into free self-sufficiency services, really intense, for a one-year period to see how far they can go from point A to point B. And this is a quick graph, and I'll give you the Cliff Notes version, but the results were dramatic. Over the course of the year, those 50 clients reduced their public supports by almost $650,000 and increased their income by $1.2 million. So, I'm going to close right here. You've seen this proverb, give a man a fish and you can feed him for a day, teach a man to fish and you'll feed him for a lifetime. At Family Centers, through our Family Self-Sufficiency program, we're creating a lot of fishermen in the Stanford community. So, that's pretty much it. Thank you very much.